Alright, recording. You will now.
I didn't threaten to throw a cat across the room. That didn't.
I'll throw it across the room.
Boom.
And it landed on its feet, so fuck you.
Talent.
Exactly.
Talent right there.
Yeah.
This bitch needs a straight answer from me. Ashley, listen. I was only working for Cerberus to fuck over the collectors.
Listen here,
And
Ash!
I literally took everything that they gave me when I left, and I didn't leave them anything. This mistrust thing doesn't make sense.
Well, you have to pick one.
Yeah, I know. I'm a paragon because I'm a wuss. So I'm gonna do it. That's not entirely true. There are some really good bad guy decisions in these games.
Meow.
There's one. There's a mission in the second Mass Effect game where you have to go rescue one of your old squad mates. There's like a bunch of gangs sieging him, and he's a ex-soldier. He's holding one house that only has a one-way bridge into it. He's been holding it by himself for like 3 weeks.
Nice.
Against 3 gangs.
Nice.
That's probably an exaggeration, but one of my favorite bad guy interactions is you can find a guy who's fixing up a gunship that's used in the mission. You have to fight it, and you have the option to stab him in the back. Literally, you take like a welding torch and you just shove it into his spine.
Hell yeah!
And then when you get into the fight, it only starts with half health.
Nice.
Actually, pretty fucking awesome.
Get over it, should be your answer.
To be honest with you, I kind of want it to be my answer. But you also start to look like a demon in this game if you be a bad guy. Like you have red scars and shit.
What's wrong with that? Are you actually a demon?
No, you're just a guy. This
Oh.
is a space game.
So why do you turn into a demon if you're an asshole?
Because they wanted to have some way to make it clear when you were evil. You have the option to pay money to like remove the effect if you want to.
Like real money or game money?
Game money.
Okay.
I'm sure if it was like 5 years in the future, it would have been real money.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's probably an exaggeration.
Probably.
Look, blue bitch.
It's a blue bitch.
Anyone who's familiar with this game could follow the plot line
Yes.
as I'm playing.
Yes. Probably the moment I said get over it, they knew exactly where you were.
Oh,
Anyone who's played this game and knows that that's an option for dialogue, they'll know where you are.
I really don't like the. She's fucking awesome. She's a badass and she's pretty chill.
She's a badass bitch.
I like a lot of the characters in this game because you go through over the course of the 3 games, you meet them all basically as children and help them evolve into their more badass forms.
Oh yeah.
Like the guy that I told you about who was holding the house, he starts off as a like rejected cop because he didn't want to follow the rules of the system.
Nice.
And you take him with you. This bitch was just a scholar scientist.
So as a sidebar for the game later, should he actually call, do you need to have your computer in your lap to play?
Not really.
Okay. Because I'm thinking we're just going to do it out there. Or no, we'll do it in here because Jenna's at work. But just to avoid the echo and avoid needing to use these, we just place the computer in a central location and we'll play.
Yeah, no, I'll just need to... I probably will need to be able to see my sheet, but it shouldn't matter. Honestly, we could keep it plugged into the TV, and then we could just load it up there. I only need to use the mouse. Oh, the aura! We're just learning this now.
I just realized that this video is completely upside down.
Seems too good to be true.
Wait a minute.
Mash the space bar!
That's so weird. It's literally recording upside down, but the video is not upside down.
Interesting.
See?
Oh yeah. Why the fuck? Huh. That's odd.
It's recording upside down, but the video's not upside down. The phone isn't even upside down.
Yeah, I know. Like the recorder's on it. I don't know why that's written upside down. Whatever.
What the
You can tell. Alright. Maybe I should load up my New Game Plus and just play the version of this game where I have everything already and I'm a god.
Why is it boring going through it because you already did?
I've done it. The thing is, it's never boring. However, I've done it a lot.
Why do you have 1 John and 4 Janes?
Because I usually play female shepherd. This time I chose male shepherd.
Well, that's why the game sucks.
I still think male shepherd is canon. Because Tally is the best romance. You don't understand most of this, I'm assuming, because you haven't played Mass Effect. Tally is the best romance, and Garrus is a true bro if you are not romancing him. So I think the canon is male shepherd. You give
So
the woman a planet. It's so romantic.
Wait, who's the bro?
What's up?
Who's the bro?
Garrus is his name.
Can you be John in Romance Garrus?
No. They there is sexuality. They all have different.
They don't
preferences.
allow gay in here.
No, there's some gay people. It's just this was pre-total acceptance, so they went realistic.
Gotcha.
They were like, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just determine the sexualities of these people first, and then we'll approach the romance.
There you
Instead
go.
of just assuming that everyone in the universe is bi.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we just assumed that everyone was bi.
Yes. That would have been a lot easier. If it was just socially acceptable.
I mean, you know, female shepherd and tally.
Yeah.
You don't understand that.
No, I don't. But socially acceptable from the dawn of time to just go any direction you want to go.
Yeah.
But you know, religion had to fuck that up.
Oh God, I only had one character done with this?
Uh-oh.
Shit.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's this bitch. I forgot about this face. Listen, I can't help it, okay?
It's always the bitch, man.
This female dog.
Did you forget about this bag here? You got all your tasty treats in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to avoid that for the most part for now.
I'll put it back on the fridge now.
Maybe I should just go for the default appearance.
Just do the what now?
I have a choice between the appearances.
Oh. We'll go with the bitch.
They're both bitches.
Oh, okay.
Default shepherd or the shepherd that I made.
The bitch.
I'm gonna go with the one that I made then.
Go with just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. They're both bitches.
This is the one that I made.
Yeah, she looks like a bitch.
That's the default.
Yeah, the custom appearance.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Except, okay, what are we going for? I guess if we're playing a soldier, are we playing a soldier?
Wait, are you starting over again?
Yeah, I don't get a choice. I have to play soldier. Yeah, I am.
Why? I thought you wanted to load your God mode shit.
Well, this has New Game Plus, which means you can start the game with a character who's already finished it.
Ah.
So I'm starting a character who has max level and has all the guns.
So what's the point? You're just gonna...
I'm gonna annihilate everything.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's
enough.
the point.
Fair enough. I guess it's
this coming from you, that's really weird of a criticism for a second there.
Well, no, I guess at some point we all want that.
It still could be really hard. Like, I could turn up a single notch in the difficulty and probably just get shit on.
Wait a minute, what do you mean it's weird coming from me? I don't want to start in God mode. I want to kill everything.
Yeah, you don't like to get your ass kicked, though. You want to win.
Who said that?
Your experience with every game you played. The one time you got your ass kicked, it was a whole thing. And then you spent the next, 4 sessions going after the guy who did it.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, true. And I also played my character correctly, where I became paranoid and just started executing random people that I thought were after me.
I'm very interested in the story of this game.
Of course you are. I've never seen people speak so fast in my life.
I don't even know which option I just chose there.
So is this what it looks like when we fast forward in our campaign?
Yes, it's exactly what it looks like. It's just a rapid slideshow. And then occasionally we get to the part that you can't skip. You know, this is me being like, all right, I have to make sure you know about this. The world's under attack.
Yeah.
Galaxy spanning, sentient, life-eating aliens.
Fantastic.
All right, now...
Let's fast forward again.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to send these people to go take care of it. Let's fast forward again.
That's Keith Anderson right there.
Yeah.
One of the best voice actors / just actors ever.
Nice.
Fucking great guy. I love him in everything he's been in. He has such an iconic voice.
Is this one of those games where they model everyone after real people?
No. This
I'm
was
talking about,
this was
faces.
before all that technology.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who Keith David?
I should, but no.
Do you remember The Thing?
Yes.
John Carpenter's The Thing?
Yes.
The black guy.
Oh, okay.
Childs.
Oh.
That's Keith David.
Nice.
You would probably recognize the voice if you turned it up.
I probably would. but I'm not turning it up.
Shepard! Shepard! Run! I hope it gives me all of my guns to start off with and that I don't have to get through the tutorial part with normal guns. I want to be like... I like the idea of sitting on Earth as a retired military person. Like, I was decommissioned for a terrorist act that I did to save the galaxy, for the record. It was a very good terrorist act.
Yeah.
But yeah, I killed a fuck ton of people, so I've basically been on permanent leave for a couple of months. So I like the idea of being on permanent leave and then getting into danger and immediately pulling out 6 machine guns, 4 big-ass shotguns, and like dual-wielding SMGs. I turn into a fucking gunship instantly.
Right. But this is you just replaying the story, right? Or is this continuing after you were retired?
No, this is replaying the story.
Okay.
But it starts off with you being locked down. Because
Gotcha.
the second game ends with you doing the... Oh, man.
Is it just the regular shit?
Yeah, it's just making me start off with just the gun.
Oh, no.
On the bright side, I have all the skills.
Yeah, fair enough. Your health is huge and...
And we're just going to go ahead and increase the effectiveness of our armor-piercing ammo, headshot damage, or ammo capacity.
Ammo capacity.
I usually go for that as well. Because I'm generally like a put as many bullets into your body as I can.
You gotta go practical sometimes. What are these?
Ammo's cover penetration and effectiveness of armored targets, or just more damage versus health and armor.
Armored.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
I have never gone for this one. Alright, and now I will not get any
armor piercing ammo? Hell yeah, dude. Yes.
Well, like, I usually just go for the one that makes it end up doing more damage. More flat damage. Because cover penetration, that is a big deal, because I'll probably be able to shoot through something that's like 2 meters thick at this point. But
well, it's maxed out now, so yeah.
Plus, there's mods you can put on your weapons. I just gotta get through this fucking early part. And remember how the controls for this game work. It took me quite a while to figure out how to run there.
She runs weird.
Yeah, their motions are odd.
Like, is that when they created this game, is that how they saw people running?
Well, I think they still had to animate everything again, like manually. I think this was before people wearing mocap suits. Although I'm not sure. So maybe EA was just like, oh fuck, I forgot I used the ammo power, which means this is gonna take a while to go. You're not supposed to have any powers at this point in the game, so when you use one to kill them, it really doesn't like it. They're supposed to have run out.
Aww.
There we go.
The poor game.
I get to beat these motherfuckers down now.
Hell yeah.
Bop! Oh, I stabbed on accident.
Oh no.
Equally effective.
Don't let them grab you. What, do you turn into a husk if they do?
They will turn you into well, they'll just beat you and kill you.
Dude, did that laser just go up into that thing's balls?
It came out of its balls, actually.
Sweet.
They're ball demons. That's the name of them in the lore.
Nice. I wish my balls could shoot lasers.
I don't.
Why?
I feel like, does it also include the ability of your body to withstand all the lasers?
I hope so.
Yeah.
It doesn't just like saw your toes off.
Well, I was thinking like the laser generates from within your testicles, and they're not designed to withstand it, so it just slices your sack.
Yeah, but then you heal like Wolverine.
Yeah, I feel like similar to Wolverine though, that would suck.
Yeah.
When he's like, does it hurt? Every time.
Because
it always heals over his knuckles, and he always punches through the skin.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Right? Every time your balls let out a laser, it fucking hurts.
Jesus Christ, you're like Cyclops and Wolverine combined.
Only it's not your eyes.
You know, I want to watch The Boys, that fucking show, because it seems interesting to me. They tried to do like a semi-realistic approach on superheroes.
Don't help him. Tell him to get out of there.
Here's the kid that I'm supposed to give a fuck about. All right, here.
Why?
We're gonna listen to Keith David for a moment, okay? I apologize.
Why do you have to care about some random kid?
Because I'm a good person. In fake things.
This is a goddamn mess. Every minute these machines are here, thousands of innocent people die. I won't be responsible.
It's war. People die.
You can be an asshole.
Hard enough fighting a war, but it's worse knowing no matter how hard you try, you can't save them all.
Exactly. So fast. I thought we'd have more time.
It's gonna be funny when none of this is audible on that, so this is just like a 5-minute period of silence.
We need to go to the Citadel. Talk to the Council.
The Citadel. The fight's here.
It'll be everywhere soon enough. You said it yourself. The Reapers will destroy everything if we don't stop them.
He meant ball demons.
The Council.
Yes, the ball demons. Yeah, they're not reapers. They're called ball demons.
No, but you're a Council Spectre. That has to count for something.
This game has some of the best like world building and little background lore and things going on that I've ever seen.
Thanks.
Plus the relationships are just
Whatever you want.
More than one.
yeah, they're just fucking spot on, man. Great shit. Mass Effect, solid game. I think 3 is fucking awesome, except for the ending,
Yeah.
which is the biggest gripe that everyone had with it.
Why does the ending to things always suck? Is it because there's such a build-up and such a fan base that they don't know how to end it?
I think it's a combination of that and just like it's hard to stick a landing, you know. And sometimes you'll set things up. Like it's from my understanding, it's very important to approach a story with an ending in your head already, because I feel like things get set up and you focus so much on world building and so much on the relationships between the characters which these games do pretty well. I don't think they had a clue how it was going to end. And then they were like,
Shit.
magic man jump in laser and destroy Reaper or join Reaper. Small child was actually a representation of some kind of central galactic force inside the Citadel. It's like, I don't understand fully what it even was trying to go for.
Right.
Just, I don't know why it couldn't. I think it's semi-acceptable, the ending where you join with them. Because there's one where you can, like, your character has to sacrifice themselves, but the idea is you jump into a beam and it, like, transmits your consciousness and turns you into AI.
Yeah.
So all those machines that are usually AI, they all turn green, and I would be in control of every one of them.
Okay.
So we help rebuild the world. I think, actually, if I recall, the biggest thing that pissed me off about this, there are things called mass relays, which is what allows for space travel.
Yeah.
Basically, because it would take hundreds of years without them. You fly into their path, you plot your course, and it fires you to another one in a different star system.
Yeah.
Those were built by these.
Okay.
Because then what happens is they're set to show up every 50,000 years and wipe out all sentient life. To, like, refresh the clock so they don't destroy each other. But, which logic-wise doesn't make a lot of sense, but we'll just gloss over that.
Yeah.
We'll just gloss over the fact that if we were to commit genocide on ourselves, sentient life would still evolve in other parts of the galaxy. It wouldn't change anything. There was no need for the Reapers.
You're right.
But, yeah, they show up every 50,000 years, and since the sentient races find the mass relays and the stuff they left behind, they evolve in the perfect way, so when the Reapers show up, they just take back their computers, and they shut everything down. They know everything about the enemy's defenses immediately. They know all of their population, all their government forms, and they just pick them apart.
Nice.
It's really smart. Like, that part is really smart. The logic of why they exist isn't.
No.
But, like, the idea of the original ending is that all of that gets destroyed.
Yeah.
When you destroy the Reapers. But that removes all the implications for everything you've done. Because there's no longer any space travel. Like, now we're back to it taking hundreds of years for you to go to another planet. And you've removed space travel. You've just separated everyone onto their own planets. And made it so that they'll never see each other again.
Yeah.
Which is really super fucking lame.
Well, I mean, especially if you're, like, unlucky enough to only be 2 people on an entire planet by yourself.
Yeah, like the pilot of the fucking ship who, like, he's trying to outrun the power wave in the final cutscene of the game, and when it hits him, he's trapped on a like, garden planet with his sexy robot girlfriend.
Yes.
And he's really gonna suffer there.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, he's really going to suffer there, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, the garden planet where he could eat for the rest of his life, and the sex robot girlfriend.
And also, he just got melded with electronic. Like, the idea of the ending is that all electronic and physical life gets sort of melded.
Yeah.
So he has brittle bone disease, and I'm assuming that part of getting molded with technology is that he doesn't have brittle bone disease anymore.
Right?
So he's like, oh, fuck. I was trying to outrun that thing. If I'd have just sat still, I would have been fine and on Earth.
Right? Oh my god. That is
I will say that would kind of fucking blow. Of all creatures to get trapped on a planet with, he was on a spaceship. He had a spaceship on a planet with a fully sentient AI.
Yeah.
So he probably got off pretty quick.
Yeah.
And frequently.
And frequently. Yeah. He probably got off pretty quick and a lot. Multiple times a day.
Yeah. No, I'm assuming she could have gotten that ship running pretty quick. This is just the best space environment I've ever played a game in for that. Steve takes quite a bit of inspiration from this, as do I.
Oh, I'm sure we'll see that.
Well, you won't know. I'll know.
Yeah.
That's alright, you don't know anything anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
You're playing a simpleton.
Yes, I am playing a retarded arachnid.
No, you're not an arachnid. It's more like I would actually probably say like you're probably closer to Grasshopper from Bug's Life.
Is that?
That
Yeah.
type of physical build. You've got the forearms. You've got the physical. That actually is honestly probably a really good visual to start with.
Mm.
Grasshopper from Bug's Life, but a retard.
Mm-hmm.
So his brother.
Only more stupid.
Yeah. No, I kind of now want you to just be Grasshopper's brother. just run around in the campaign doing dumb shit, saying dumb shit all the time. And then throwing out my name whenever you're getting into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Except I'm a fat, jovial human man. I don't think I would have the same level of intimidation. I did spec into intimidation.
Yeah.
I have 20 fucking charisma, and I have proficiency in all forms of charisma checks.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking convincing and smooth. Oh, I don't have deception, because I'm not a liar.
I can't wait till the first time I get to roll damage.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna be something.
Especially if I max out the 2 dice of 6 on one hit, and I'm like 17.
Well, we kind of need to discuss some shit. Because I think Steve also does not understand the thing that I was telling you about how you add the +5
Yeah.
to every attack no matter what.
Yeah.
So he needs to know that. Because either he's going to want to scale those down, which could be not. I mean, it's not like it's going to be busting.
Yeah.
Like game breaking, regardless. Busting is such a fucking terrible choice of words there. I can't help but think of nuts.
Yeah.
Just. Yeah, but I think you are supposed to add 5 to every fucking punch, like on top of your dice rolls.
Yes.
So he needs to be aware of that.
He's not aware of what monks do?
Well, I don't think unarmed in general is just not explained very well. That's not about what monks do. That's just you're supposed to understand that that's how unarmed strikes work.
Yeah.
But it's not explained very well. It's mentioned like one time.
You have to add your strength modifier to it.
I think it's
minus
explained.
+5.
It's explained well enough, but it's never focused on because no one plays unarmed.
It's just gonna be funny where I'm like, yeah, I punch him. 17.
Shit, that's gonna be good. It occurred to me the other day because I finally wrote all these things and I gave Steve all the like character traits for everybody so he can actually try to play them as opposed to just. I literally told him when he called me after the session. He was like, I just need you to get those sheets to me so that I can understand how you want me to play them. And I just said, I was kind of just okay with you winging it and me going, oh, you've always been like this.
Yeah.
And then we just do that.
Right.
For both of their personalities.
Pretty much. Just build them as you go.
Mm-hmm.
And just pretend that your character always knew that that's how they acted.
Yeah. Well, I did. I brought up the compulsive gambling thing after the fact for her. For a C. I kind of wish I'd just made her the cow lady.
You should have, man. That'd be cool.
I told him straight up that I want to recruit her, so she'll probably be the next one.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to be like, It's got to get to. I cannot just be recruiting women.
Why not?
I don't want to be a horny bard. Okay, I want to be a smart bard. I don't want to have a fucking crew with me and 14 bitches.
Why not?
And I guess you. So
Yeah.
me and 13 bitches and you.
And me. Why not, man? Look, I am.
I mean, they're all going to be fucking classed and capable. But I
am-
want to try and diversify.
I am a retarded, creepy, oddly attractive bug. They might
True.
sleep. Maybe they'll sleep with me.
Well, I mean, I'm going to need some of them too, because I'm assuming that's going to be one of your Sims needs. As we've established that you just shout out whatever need bar is low as character.
Mate.
Okay. Hey, you three. You want to make $400? It's a piece.
Go fuck my bug friend.
Yeah. Don't worry, he's big, he's well trained, he'll just lie there. You might make some noises every once in a while. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and then from across, like you hear it going on, and then from across the room you hear smash. Oh fuck no!
Yeah. Wrong words.
No! Or you hear one of the chicks say smash,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're dead.
No, you wouldn't. You would only listen to me.
True.
Because of the way that Steve set it up.
Yeah.
The antenna thing.
And that's okay. I don't care.
I'm kind of. That's
Because that
good
means
because
that
kind
I
of-
can't be manipulated by other people,
Mhm.
unless it's a spell thing
Yeah,
or
a
a
spell
mind
thing,
thing.
or just being. Like, honestly, I don't think it would take much for someone to come up to you if you were alone and convince you that I asked you to do something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, your boss told me to tell you to go meet him outside.
Yeah.
You wouldn't take much of it. I don't
No,
even think
no.
you would check. You would just go,
It really would. Yeah, it really wouldn't. Boss?
Yep. So there is that, but it's good because it means there should be a little bit less fuckery.
That's how I want my guy to walk.
So you're John Wayne.
Basically.
Gotcha.
Just slow and deliberate. And stomp everywhere I go.
Yeah. Well, spread your legs real wide. You want this. There you go. You nailed it. Right at the end there.
Gotta get that swing up, right?
Uh-huh. It's also good because if you need a roundhouse kick in one, you're basically stretching all the time. You know, you never know what you're going to need to be prepared for.
Right?
I'm not planning on doing a lot of fighting. That's what I was going to say. You're the only person who's not a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
You're the only person who's like not. I would say, because I'm not a fool. I
Yeah.
put decent stats
Hey.
in strength and
Hey.
dex. But
There is nothing worse than a group of nerds not having muscle.
yeah, exactly.
You gotta
We need
have your
somebody
muscle.
who's. We are all three. I specifically wrote, because I put for character traits, I basically went Sims. I
Yeah.
just wrote the name and then I wrote, I am this, I am that, I sometimes do this. Just
Yeah.
example sentences trying to give them a framework to work with. We all have inquisitive, except for you, which means we are all easily distracted by any question that demands an answer.
Yes.
We are going to be really easy to put off.
The funny thing is, I'm the only one with alert. So the stupid one that can't form a full sentence is the only one that's going to know when things are happening.
That's fine. We don't even have to. We are so comfortable with being focused on our research that we don't need to pay attention to anything else.
No, of course
Because
not.
we know that if there's anything hostile nearby, you'll start screaming.
Oh, that's fucking perfect. See,
Jesus Christ.
This is why, though. I don't think I'm gonna get bored with this character because there's so many possibilities without even having to speak of
Well,
how fun I could.
It's good too because you can still have aspirations. Like it's not to a point of like if you had 3 or something like that. At that point, you're playing a pet.
Yeah.
You're playing something that someone would recruit. A ranger could come up to you and earn your life loyalty by being nice to you.
Yeah.
But at 5, you have enough to have goals and aspirations. If you have needs that need filled,
Yeah.
you could, in your idiot mind, build a giant bug palace for yourself. And then we'd be like, all right, So I guess we now have to go get you a planet, and we have to go find enough of your people that don't hate you
Right.
to terraform it. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I talked to Steve a little bit about the nature of your brain disease.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it is a disease. So, and the others think that it's contagious, or at least there's a superstition that it is.
Nice.
So that's why they're a little trepidatious of you.
Sweet.
I'm fine with it. I honestly thought he was just going for like how normal people avoid people with Down syndrome.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Most people. I'm not a saint. I'm not innocent entirely.
Right?
You see somebody walking down the aisle towards you, and you're like, maybe I'll just go around.
No, I don't need the Downy sneezing on me and then me become.
No, I don't think it's contagious. It just makes me uncomfortable. I'm terrible.
I can't be uncomfortable with it, man. I got,
Oh, no, I understand.
I mean, 2 of my daughters are autistic, so I'm used to it.
And it's not even so much that. It's more like I'm not going to have this conversation right now.
No. Probably.
Yeah. I'll just cut it off.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to say anything good.
Right?
I don't think I'm going to say anything bad either, but it's not going to go up.
Right.
You know? So I might as well cut my losses.
We'll talk about it when we're not recording.
Yeah.
That's a conversation you save for off camera.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And no, you're not getting behind the scenes, so don't ask.
All right. What do I got going on?
I don't know what you got going on.
I forgot. I was like shooting people and stuff.
You know what? Those Reapers should have just been a giant ball sack.
Yeah, I think it would have been more intimidating.
Yeah.
I don't understand. They never explain why in the second one. This is one of the reasons that I think that they didn't really have an ending in mind for this, or like they didn't have the full picture when they did things. In the second game, okay, so they literally all look like this.
Yeah.
With very slight variations and big size differences. There's like fighters versus dreadnoughts. But
Yeah.
that's the shape of all of them. In the second one, you find a human-shaped one. That's the final boss fight. And it's like half-built because they were abducting humans and using their DNA combined with technology to make a Reaper because they're both biological and tech. But why the fuck was that one shaped like a human? It is never explained. It's never addressed. And like, I could understand if it was meant to be an intimidation factor thing because humanity killed like 3 of them. But the previous species that was in charge of the galaxy must have killed like a couple hundred before they had a single empire that spanned the whole galaxy, as opposed to a bunch of different factions in this game. So they must have killed a couple hundred, and they had better technology. Like, it's not really explained very well.
Right.
Basically, that's the thing that makes me lean into.
So you think they had a strong idea for the first game, but then in the second one it started kind of drowning out. They didn't know where to go with it or what to do or
I think that
how to twist it to make it.
I think they had a solid idea and they had a great galaxy, and their overarching villain was they just never fleshed it out. They didn't understand.
Yeah.
They were like, fuck it, we're thinking about everything else, and we're sort of gathering everything and making this big epic story towards this final confrontation. And then you get to the final confrontation and you're like, I didn't do any of the paperwork for this. It's like, it's just to D&D.
Right.
To D&D it up again.
Right. I didn't plan any of this. I didn't write anything down.
Oh my god.
I didn't roll any dice. I don't know what the hell we're doing.
And then it's exactly like that because the ball just drops completely right at the end.
Like, why did...
Like, the story, even this game's story is fucking epic. I love this game. Mass Effect 3,
right?
I still think, like, you cure... there was a disease created that sterilized an entire sentient race, and you cure that shit in this game, and if you have the right companions alive from the first games, if you've made good decisions, it's a super rewarding experience. It's fucking awesome to go through it.
So hold on, what do you mean? Like, if your people fall in battle, do they stay dead, or do you mean like story-based decisions?
Story.
You make the wrong decision, someone dies.
Well, yeah. The species is called Krogan, and they're basically hyper-aggressive, warlike people.
Yeah.
So they fucked their own planet up with nuclear warfare. But there was a threat called the Rachni. Basically, like, think the Flood from Halo or Tyranids, but still a smart race, but just very dangerous and generally aggressive, taking things and fucking up the sentient species.
Yeah.
They recruited the Krogan and gave them spaceships and guns because the Krogan then killed all those enemies.
Yeah.
But then the Krogan turned on that.
Yeah.
After a degree of time because of the way they were trained and the way they were brought up. I don't blame the Krogan in the slightest because they encouraged the warlike behavior when they recruited them into the fold.
Yes.
If you wanted them to be part of yourselves long term, if you wanted this to be good for you, don't give them spaceships and big guns and continue to let them be tribal warlike people. Bring them into the fold fully.
Yes.
Recruit politicians. Encourage more peaceful.
Basically,
behavior.
retrain.
Mm-hmm.
Retrain them to be to be peaceful when they have to be. And
But that sterilization disease was the only reason that they lost.
yeah.
And they are like frogs. They bear clutches. So there could be 1,000 Krogan.
Yeah.
Born from one female. So they made the stillbirth rate 99.9% or something.
Holy fuck.
So they would just give birth to corpses, and like 1 out of every 1,000 would be alive.
God damn.
Yep. And that goes on. I think you end that in this game. One of your companions is a Krogan, and he is obsessed with that because apparently it rather hurts. It's not a pleasant experience to watch your entire species die out.
Yeah.
And like also you're still giving birth to the corpses, so you're just throwing away 900 dead bodies every time.
God damn.
Yeah. So if you get to the end of the first game and the main bad guy has created a cloning facility for Krogan that is basically reproduction. It's saving the race in his eyes. If you are friends with him, if you have helped him out through the game and you've been a bro, he will trust you when you say you need to destroy the facility.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to kill him.
Yeah.
If you have ignored his side quests and you've been a dick in dialogue to him, then you shoot him. Yeah. Or he gets shot by one of your squad mates or you.
Gotcha.
But he dies.
Nice.
And the implications, that is the biggest motherfucking change. That is the biggest ripple effect from a single thing in the entire series.
Yeah.
From 1 through 3.
Whether he lives or dies.
Yeah, because he becomes the leader of his people.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, his brother does. And there is a big fucking difference between his brother and him. His brother is going back to the past.
Ah.
He is going towards the future.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Again, fucking great galaxy building. There's just like there are multiple factions in here that are so well fleshed out and thought out in the way they interact with each other.
Speaking of galaxy building, were you able to give him your ship mechanics?
I have not. We're gonna have to just avoid ship combat for now.
What are you looking for?
My lighter. I might have tossed it in my pocket. No. In there.
Always with the goddamn lighter.
Listen, man. They're fucking invisible. I don't know. There's one on the table outside.
So go get the one on the table outside.
I'm gonna go steal it. Thievery. I should remember I have a cigar out there as well.
Right? Dude, I would love to fucking talk to someone who has actually like gone back to the first time you and I ever did this, all the way up until now. Like they only ever tune in to the Wyatt Returns episodes.
Gotcha.
Just to track how our conversations go.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't know.
We never stay on topic. It just goes everywhere.
I don't have the. Yeah, I feel like that's good. The most important thing is to make sure that it keeps going.
Right?
And that's
Yeah, but you and I can talk non-stop. That's the thing.
Oh yeah. Well, because we've passed a point where we don't. There's no like transition between anything that we talk about. Kind of just say whatever the fuck is in the head.
Basically.
And that's a good way to go about conversation.
Yeah. And like if what we're saying leads to something else, then we don't We don't say like, oh, well, no, we just do it. We just fucking say it out loud, and then, hey, we're on another train.
How special is this character? How good is my concussive shot? It's
very
decent.
good.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, apparently it's very good.
Well, I've maxed out everything except for the grenade.
Look, the flying penis is going toward the balls.
That's the Normandy, bro. The best ship. The best spaceship. It's not going to be my spaceship. My spaceship will be the best spaceship, but right now it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's not even true. I paid a lot of money for that ship. I paid like all of my money except for 10,000.
I think they missed out on a good opportunity though, just by making the Reapers just giant, veiny, wrinkly ball sacks.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think they missed out on the opportunity.
I don't think it would have done any harm. You could add like some additional attacks too. You know how they make those human-looking husks things, by the way?
Yeah.
You take a human alive and you stick them over a special spike that is designed to pierce their body, and so it lifts them up about 10 feet into the air with the spike through their chest, and it is designed to like secrete things into their system, and the adrenaline goes from them being stabbed, so it leaks chemicals into their system, and they very rapidly pump through the system, changing them into husks. And then the spikes will retract, and they just get up.
Nice.
And they are programmed to be aggressive to everything immediately.
Sweet.
Except for, I think, fellow Reapers. If you stay, I'm staying.
There's... The hell you're not!
It's a fight we can't win.
Not without help. We need every species and all their ships to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers.
So I'm guessing like every 50,000 years this is a war that they try to win and most of them don't?
Well, none of them have.
Oh, okay.
Like, we humans are just one step in the cycle here. They've supposedly done this, like, hundreds of times. Back till time immemorial.
Yeah.
Where they just show up every 50,000 years and fucking destroy everything. So the last species is the one that you get a little bit of extra information from. They're called Protheans. That was the previous cycle. All the dialogue with the Reapers is great too, though. So it's such a shame that I honestly would have preferred if they just left it as like psychotic machines. If the explanation was literally that it was just an AI that came to the wrong conclusion.
Yeah.
Like that, despite all of that processing power, all of that shit, I would have been fine with it still being the conclusion that the AI thinks that sentient life just shouldn't exist, and that's why it does it.
Yeah.
Not some kind of weird maintain the balance cycle. I don't know.
Yeah, the background reasoning seems kind of loose.
There's a species that was driven off of their home. Oh my god, man, this game's world building is so good. This podcast. This is just going to be... Welcome to the Mass Effect 3 lore breakdown episode.
With some other random shit in between.
Yeah, with a little bit of Down syndrome phobia sprinkled in.
And D&D that you don't quite understand.
Yes. Quarians are Quarians in Geth. Quarians on their homeworld built a species of AI peoples to work as their laborers / slaves.
Nice.
They eventually gained sentience. One of them asked a question about, like, do I have a soul? Or something like that.
Yeah.
This sparked an entire ridiculous, riotous civil war that ripped the planet apart and eventually ended with the AI things taking up arms, the Geth. They took up arms and drove the Quarians off the planet completely. So their whole species lives in a fleet of ships that is constantly on the move through space.
So did you all just leave the planet? Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's fucked. We have to get help. Otherwise, if we stay there, we'll just die with him. Although he lives. That character is a fucking badass. He dies right next to you at the end of the game.
What, the kid?
No, Anderson.
Oh, okay.
Keith David.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Keith David. The father relationship there is very, very interesting.
Where's Anderson? Where are we going?
Damn it, did I sleep with Garrus on this character? I don't want to fucking ruin the bromance.
You probably did.
I know. That's why I think, like, this is the only character that I've gotten this far with. I think that's why I know. I think my favorite is Jack, believe it or not. I think my favorite romance option is probably it's Tally then Jack. You literally give the Quarian her planet back, so that's very
Nice.
that's very cool. That was a Paragon option there. If I waited a little longer, it would have given me the asshole option, and I think that's punching him in the face while he's bitching.
Why didn't you do it?
You would probably like this game.
Why didn't you punch him? He was being a dick.
The biggest problem with this series is the first game is so big and empty.
Yeah.
Like the missions are interesting, the lore is cool, but there are so many collectibles, and all the side missions are like, you get dropped onto these maps that are way too fucking big to be justified.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much distance between the 4 things that are on the map, and you're covering it in a vehicle that occasionally, like, you're going over like vertical mountains and trying to find passes and stuff. That's a bit too much.
Yeah.
For me.
That's
And then they didn't condense the fucking hub area down either. So like you're trying to find your way through an actual city. It's like, I'm fucking lost.
Right.
The map is worthless. I don't know where anything is, and there's one goddamn bug here that I haven't scanned, and it's pissing me off. I could also pay attention.
Get on lunch, Johnny.
I think I might have ADD.
No.
I keep putting things down and
No.
losing them instantly.
No way. No. There is no way that you have ADD. Come on.
The people at work brought it up because I keep putting down tools and forgetting where they are. It's really bad. Like, it happens all the fucking time. It's to the point where they expect it. And, like, they'll hand me shit.
Mom said
I walk away
eat
from it.
chips with,
With the lunch, yes.
and I'm gonna have cheese balls.
Okay, well, go play for now. Johnny, put that away. Let me see that, dude. Come on. Did you already fuck up your yo-yo? God damn it. Go! No, go. Johnny's gonna make lunch. Go.
Is that fucked up? Or does it just need to be round tighter? Yeah, no, they're always handing me shit when I walk away from it at this point.
Yeah, do turkey and cheese, yeah. That's funny, though.
Fuck, man. It's not the best look. I work well. Like, I don't think there's apparently been no complaints about my work,
Right?
which is typical. That's kind of the average. That's one of the only things I pride myself on with that.
Well, yeah.
But
You get paid to do a job, you want to do the job well. And it's nice when people recognize it.
well, this is a good fucking job as well. Like,
Yeah.
I want to not fuck this up.
Right?
Because
Well,
I am not gonna make more money for less effort anywhere else.
They seem to like you, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, the car would indicate as much.
Yeah.
I did get told off for not cleaning it.
The inside, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I got told off.
What's your definition of told off?
I got pulled aside and spoken to.
So he still
Apparently he does that to everybody.
acts like it's his car?
No, I don't think it's so much that. I think it's just, I don't really want to break it down too much. It was more one of those things, again, of him like, man, you gonna fucking call me out like this?
Right?
I'm like, you're gonna need, at some point, this is gonna be a weird discussion. Do I still have... Yes! I have all my guns!
You have it all? You just had to get through the beginning?
Yes.
Got the popcorn.
Alright, so energy sniper...
How about you do the sandwiches and fuck the popcorns, Johnny?
So, energy anti-material rifle or ballistic anti-material rifle?
Energy.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I can't put the mods on them yet, but there's a table somewhere nearby. Semi-auto or full auto?
Full.
Full. LMG or machine gun?
LMG.
Okay. Then we go with the baby. Go with the old girl. M76 Revenants. As far as submachine gun goes, I think I know best on this one. So
I can't wait for this comment section to be like, you chose all the stupid guns.
Oh, the Blood Pack Punisher. Fuck yeah. No, I chose all the bullshit guns that let me just shred things. This right here is a DLC gun, and you just pull that thing out against the biggest things in the game, and one click will fucking destroy them.
Nice.
I do think that we're kind of put in to be like, hey, here's something to be absolutely merciless if you're having too much trouble.
Right, here you go. Have fun.
Shotgun, automatic or pump?
Oh, probably auto.
I think the only auto one I have is the Piranha, but it is upgraded to 5, so I'll take it. The heavy pistols, we're gonna go with the AP, with the M11 with the suppressor. This pistol is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, this pistol's dumb. What is this bitch gonna use? She has all of the upgrades. I might actually need to give them their upgrades again.
The bitch is gonna use bitch stuff.
Well, this is, yeah, he's a bitch too.
They're all bitches.
This bitch is a fucking god. Unbelievable. Her and Garrus in this game, you can fucking outfit them with the right stuff and they will just destroy everything.
Alright. Hope y'all enjoyed the talk about bitches and gods. Peace out.